Montana is a land of vast beauty, where mountains rise and history whispers. Tonight, we explore 5 of its most chilling haunted locations, where the echoes of the past still linger. Prepare yourself for a journey filled with ghostly tales and eerie encounters.
In a land of wide open skies and rugged mountains, Montana's beauty hides shadows that refuse to fade. Behind historic brick walls, across blood-soaked battlefields, and within forgotten prison cells, spirits linger. Tonight, we step into Montana's 5 most terrifying haunts, where history and horror walk hand in hand. This is Fusion Minute Mysteries. On the Grand Union Hotel. Fort Benton, built in 1882, the Grand Union Hotel was once the crown jewel of the frontier. Steamboat travelers, fur traders, and cowboys all passed through its ornate halls. But one cowboy never left. Shot dead during a drunken brawl, his restless soul is said to roam the upper floors. Guests report boots stomping down empty hallways, doors slamming, and phantom laughter echoing from nowhere. Local newspapers have documented visitors fleeing in the night after seeing a shadowy figure, hat pulled low, standing at the foot of their bed. Some believe the cowboy lingers, seeking justice for his violent end. Others claim he simply can't let go of the saloon-fueled chaos of frontier life. The Dumas Brothel. Butte-Butte's infamous red light district thrived for nearly 100 years, and the Dumas Brothel was its beating heart. Behind its brick facade, generations of madams and workers lived, and many died, within its walls. After the brothel closed in 1982, eerie reports began. The rustle of silk dresses, disembodied whispers, and the pungent smell of cheap perfume drifting through the halls. Paranormal teams have captured unexplained voices on EVP recorders, including women sobbing, men laughing, and a stern voice shouting, "Get out." The basement, once used for secret encounters, is considered the most active spot. Some say the spirits of women who met tragic ends remain trapped, bound to the only place they ever knew. On Little Bighorn Battlefield, Crow Agency. In 1876, the rolling hills of Little Bighorn witnessed one of the most brutal clashes in American history. Here, General George Custer and his men met their end against Lakota, Cheyenne, and Arapaho warriors. The land itself seems scarred by the violence, for even today visitors report ghostly soldiers in blue uniforms drifting among the tombstones. Rangers and tourists alike describe hearing the clash of steel, the pounding of hooves, and war cries carried on the wind. Some claim to have seen native warriors appearing at dusk, only to fade like smoke. The battlefield has become not only sacred ground, but also a stage where echoes of the past replay endlessly. A haunting reminder that blood once soaked the earth beneath your feet. Arcas in the Bonanza Inn, Virginia City. Virginia City rose overnight during Montana's gold rush, and with riches came violence, greed, and death. The Bonanza Inn still welcomes guests, but many leave with stories they cannot explain. Footsteps creak across empty hallways, phantom knocks rattle doors, and figures drift through rooms only to vanish into thin air. The most chilling reports come from the upper floor, where guests have awakened to shadowy figures leaning over their beds. Historians remind us that vigilantes once ruled Virginia City, leaving bodies hanging from nooses in the streets. Perhaps those who died unjustly still wander, searching for peace that never came. Old Montana State Prison. Deer Lodge. No list of Montana hauntings is complete without the old state prison. From 1871 to 1979, it housed the state's most dangerous criminals, and brutality was routine. Riots, murders, and escapes painted its history in blood. Today, the prison stands as a museum, but the inmates haven't left. Visitors report cold spots in empty cells, chains clinking down deserted corridors, and guttural voices calling from the darkness. One hotspot is the Hole, a solitary confinement chamber so oppressive that even seasoned guards feared it. Paranormal investigators have recorded screams and cries echoing from its depths. Some say the spirits are inmates who died in riots, forever trapped within the stone walls that once caged their bodies. And from luxury hotels to brothels, from sacred battlefields to prisons of despair, Montana carries a haunted legacy as vast as its skies. These stories are not just about ghosts, they're about the echoes of human suffering, loss, and unfinished business. So, next time you wander the big sky country, remember, the land remembers you too, and sometimes it watches back. Until our next mystery, I'm Michael E. Storm, and this has been Fusion Minute Mysteries.